Welcome, Aquarius, Pisces, to your beginning of the month reading for January. Hope you friends are doing great out there. If your friends like this, please like and subscribe. Okay, friends, let's see what's going on with you in the beginning of the month. Best message, please, for the beginning of the month for Pisces. And getting straight into your energy of what you're thinking, feeling, or the energy surrounding you. Energy coming out for the beginning of the month is the Queen of Cups in reverse. Feels like an energy more around you. Someone who is not being very nice, might even be wearing their heart on their sleeve for some reason. But definitely talking about being unreliable, maybe dishonorable towards you. Could be a friend, could be a loved one. Okay. And it does make it feel like make your emotions a little wishy-washy as well, due to this. Feels like a conflict that they're starting. I'm getting some moon cards out over here for the overall message. This card not only clarifies on the Queen of Cups for the entire reading. Cool your emotions. Full moon in Aries. Look at that. Yep. Definitely wanting to cool those emotions. With the cooling emotions card over here, this is talking about an argument that someone is trying to pick a fight. Someone is trying to argue with you at the beginning of the month about something. There's a time of heated emotions and frayed tempers. It could be anger. It could just be disappointment, right? Cooling your emotions and being in the peacemaker will make you attract more peaceful outcome for the rest of the month. So it feels like right now someone is trying to literally try to get under your skin. And it does feel like they are not doing their job. They want to argue. Maybe they're dishonest about something. Okay. You could be dealing with a Cancer, Pisces, or a Scorpio. It doesn't have to be. Okay, let's see what's going on over here. Getting straight into the situation. The situation takes place in the present, the recent past, and the near future. Seeing how did you get over here? Why is this person doing this? Ooh, love that energy coming out for you. Having this air energy coming out for you is going to be a good thing because this is going to keep you keen. You're keen to the situation. You are trying to keep yourself as comfortable as possible in the present. Recent past, holding tight. Somebody might have even been a little greedy. And in the near future, we have the Four of Cups, saying there is some disappointments. I am kind of disappointed. Feels like you are very disappointed with this person. They want to come in, they want to argue their point to why they are dishonest or why they're not moving as quick as they should be, maybe being a little lazy. But definitely it seems to me that it seems if you're in this energy, it may be a little impractical for them to be acting this way. And like I said, it could just be that they're unreliable. With the Four of Pentacles over here, it's like you're holding tight. Either that or maybe they are acting greedy. Maybe they think you're being greedy. Maybe you made a lot of money and you're trying to save a lot of money. You're holding tight to that and they think you're hoarding money. Look at how it resonates. Four of Wands. You tried not to challenge this person before. It feels like this person was trying to challenge you in the past about the situation. Wow. Okay. This could be definitely dealing with a fire sign for sure, for some of you. It feels like they want to hold tight to this situation. That's really what it is. They started this situation in the recent past. Feels like they're holding tight to the situation where you were trying to let go. Feels like you were already trying to cool your emotions about the situation. Guys could be dealing with an Aries. I do have Aries Sagittarius here. But it feels like they just keep coming back for more. And they're not going to give up the ghost for some reason. But it's kind of crazy because it's like they're arguing their point, but they're not going to let it go. even as you have the new year, it's like they're allowing this to flow through to the new year, not letting this argument go, or arguing their point to why they didn't do something that they should have been doing. Wow. They didn't want the new beginning. They just, but it does feel like you're saying, I don't want to argue with you about this. It almost feels like to one of those points for some of you, take it how it resonates. Whatever doesn't resonate, throw it away. But it almost feels to the point where it's like, you know what you're supposed to do, we're going to say Aries, and you're not doing it, right? I'm not going to challenge you about the situation. Just do it, right? Or stop lying, or stop doing whatever you're doing, right? Maybe it was just that they were not doing their job. Now they're lying about it, right? Maybe that's how it's going for a lot of you. You're saying, no, they weren't doing their job. They're trying to argue the point over here. I'm not challenging that. Now they're lying and trying to say maybe that they are doing it when you know it's not being done. Wow, that's for someone. But you're just staying keen and really watching and paying attention. Your communication is there. And you're really kind of cutting through everything that they're saying, because you see right through the BS with the Queen of Swords right side up. Trying to keep your emotions as calm as possible. That is going to be the biggest thing, right? With the Seven of Swords, yeah. Look, it even looks like you're even trying to support the situation as much as possible. You're even trying to, not only are they causing this argument with you, or this heated debate about the situation, it's almost like you're trying to keep your emotions at bay. And it also feels like you're trying to keep them as cool as possible by supporting them and saying, it's okay. You know what? Just do the job. They just don't want to, do they? Nope, they don't want to do that. It's almost like everything you offer to cool their emotions. Wow, I can see the cooling emotions on both sides of the party over here. You're being pretty cool yourself, but it looks like they just want to continue with a heated debate about the situation. So it's almost like I'm offering you this solution in the present right now. I'm going to offer you this solution, and you're going to come back with me in denial. So they're not going to want to fix it. If anything, they want to try to overturn everything. So it looks like they're not going to really, try to do anything that's worth it. For some of you, they're even going to try to bring another person into the situation to try to make the situation look like they are doing something, like there is something going on, right? For a lot of you, it's also that they're very irresponsible. All they want to do is party. Party. They're finding their joy in toxic behavior. So I do see a lot of irresponsibility right now in the next 2 weeks from this person. They don't seem like they're going to want to move in a different direction. They want to continue doing what they're doing, which is going to allow you guys to bump heads. But you're going to continue to be the Queen of Swords, Queen of Swords, Queen of Swords. And it's almost like the more that they keep moving off track, the more you just keep pushing your sword towards them. So now is definitely not a time to put your swords down with this person. It could even be your child. It could be a younger person who's getting off track. So if you feel like your child also will bring that up, is moving off track, not going to school, wants to party, wants to go out with their friends more, and then telling you that they're doing this or that, it's getting to the point where it's getting hard to handle. And you're going to just lay your sword. You're going to put your sword. You're not laying your sword down. You're putting the sword to them. Let's put it that way. Well, once you put this sword to them, you're going to get your Nine of Cups out of the situation. Boy, they're going to be licking their wounds. They don't like this situation at all. Because there's a firmness and that's coming with the Queen of Swords. It's definitely going to, you know, make them back down a little bit from this situation. So where they feel like they're going to argue their point and want to argue with you, it definitely is going to make them settle down with the Nine of Wands upside down, because it's almost like you've backed them into a corner over here with your quick-wittedness and being very sharp about the situation, really analytically thinking about it. Hey, you know what? This is the way it's going to be. So it's almost like you're setting, as you're swinging the sword, you're like setting rules, you're setting boundaries, you're telling them this is the way it's going to be. You're not going to argue with me about the point. We're not arguing anymore. So there is this very, yeah, it's almost like there's this very mature way of doing something that you're doing when they're acting so immature, right? And that could just be why there's a lot of pages over here, is because it's showing their immaturity. But yeah, definitely with the Nine of Wands, it's definitely showing up. That's it. Okay. It is the expectations, though, you know, of the changes that are happening. But the problem is that they're still, you know, they're upset about the situation because of the obstacles that that they're challenging you with, right? And they don't like the discipline that you're giving them, because they feel like they're being disciplined in a lot of ways, right? So that's why they're kind of like, you know, licking my wounds. But definitely feeling like there is, you know, problems. So I'm putting my sword down towards the problems, going to try to change this situation. I'm tired of this. So there is a lot of displeasure going on over here with this person. Like I said, it could be an Aries. Sagittarius could be a fire sign for sure. But it looks like within the next couple of weeks, it feels like they do feel like you really stepped up and put them in their place. They are not very happy about that. They're not going to be very happy. But it's funny because they do back down. See, there's no challenge. They don't have the challenge. So they do feel like, oh, look, you put me in my place because you took the authority back. You're saying you're not going to talk to me this way. You're not going to treat me this way. We're not arguing about something like this. There's just no reason. So it does feel like you will get the upper hand in the end of the next couple of weeks. But coming to the overall possibilities, it's like, yeah, there's still going to be disappointments. They're going to feel, yeah, you're still going to feel the disappointments, and you're still going to feel a little bit of the tower coming. But there's a reward and recognition, and it's just kind of like watching them. I feel like with the hard work that you're putting in to the situation, but you are still kind of watching them kind of rebuilding the situation after the disappointments with the Queen of Cups. Now you got your Queen of Cups right side up, which is saying, okay, fine, you don't want to argue anymore and you don't want to do this. You're acting more honorable, but I'm still watching you. Because of the past, the recent past, they wanted to challenge you. You didn't want to challenge. Yeah, because of the past right there. So you are still kind of watching them for in case they go back to the past, right? Because there was definitely this dishonorable thing that they had done to you, whether they're a friend, a family member, it doesn't matter who it is. You're definitely watching them and making sure that they're going and that they're changing. I think your biggest problem is if they do drink or do something like that, you're afraid they're going to go back to the cups again, go back to the party and go back to whatever they're doing, or just go back to that laziness. Take it how it resonates. Yeah, because you're just afraid that the goal that you're trying to reach over here may take a huge turnaround. So we're really wary of the situation in the near future over here, kind of watching them. So you're getting towards the end of the month, you're definitely going to want to really watch them. Towards the mid-month, you'll be doing the same thing, because it feels like right now in the present, it's like, okay, look, it's going to be like my way or the highway, because I'm not going to put up with this. It doesn't matter if it's a coworker, maybe you're the boss, however. Okay, but definitely going to have to take more steps to kind of watching them and see if they actually are going to make the turnaround that you're looking for, because we're not going to fight anymore. Hopefully it's just one of those things where it's something in the air, but it doesn't really look like it's something in the air. If you've been actually dealing with this for a little while, then it feels like they're just kind of going back to the mayhem, and, they're maybe overindulgences and just wanting to argue. because it's just, well, are you ever going to change? And you might even be, and it's more like, I just don't want you to change back to that again. I'm not arguing with you anymore. Pure and simple right there, right? Okay, and let's get an angel card out. So, looks like there's just going to be a little bit of adversity and some arguments going on in the very beginning of the month due to this person. But it looks like you're keeping your cool and keeping your wits about you. So just remember, that's exactly what you need to do. Keep your emotions cool. Don't let them get underneath your skin too much. Spirit wants you to understand to remain positive as this goes on, and I agree with that. Because you remaining positive is going to keep the challenge away. It's going to keep you into a better place as they're running around kind of all crazy. But if you start getting negative and you start losing your cool, then it's going to really escalate, right? So really keeping your cool is going to be the best thing and remaining positive. Okay, my friends, until next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.